I didn't really intend to play this one for very long last night. I was mostly using it to test out my capture card setup, which works fine for 1080p 30 games, but I'll probably have to upgrade again for 4K at some point. Anyway, like I said, I only meant to play this for a few minutes, which means I played for 5 hours. I don't know how Breath of the Wild always manages to be like this, but it's just one of the most immersive games there is. I mean, I've beaten this game, which is better than a lot of people I know, and I still managed to do all of the following. 1. Raided Hyrule Castle to find ancient recipes for a side quest. 2. Some footage missing. Like I said, still working out the kinks. 2. Road to Rito Village in Goron City for sugarcane. 3. Found like 3 new shrines. 4. Got fucked by guardians. 5. Got fucked by Lionels. 6. Got fucked by Lionels. 7. Got fucked by goddamn Lionels. 8. Finally remembered the dodge timing and fucked me up a Lionel. 9. Oh yeah, I also met Satoru Iwata. Rest in peace. Not really in that order, though. I think that's one of the things that makes Breath of the Wild special, though. Nobody will ever have the same playthrough. Similar to the way in which D&D campaigns often make for good novels when written out, I feel like the chronicles of different people's playthroughs would make for interesting reading. I know, at least for myself, that my Link has a nuanced, fleshed-out personality, which goes far deeper than the lore the game provides. It's nothing that really affects gameplay, it's just evident in the little things. The kinds of weapons he prefers, the routes he takes, the armor he favors, or in my case, the lack of it, the horses he tames, the food he likes to cook. You could probably extrapolate it out into some weird postmodern commentary on the role of the player in video game narratives, where the player both is and is not the character they play at the same time, and how neither can fully exist without the other's participation. And also how this game is actually millions of distinct, irreproducible games with distinct, irreproducible narratives, defined entirely by this player-character union. In essence, everyone is playing a completely different game, despite the fact that they're interacting with identical copies of identical code. Yep, one could say that. But you'd never catch me performing literary analysis on a video game. No, sir. Anyway, the only other thing that struck me during this unplanned return to Breath of the Wild was how beautiful it is. Still. For context, this is my gaming PC. This is how good a lot of games look to me. I am long accustomed to hanging with the ultra-realism big dogs, and yet Breath of the Wild is every bit as beautiful and immersive, despite the fact that it's on a damn Android tablet. No, really, it's an Android tablet. I mean, look at these cheesecake shots. Go on, look at them. It is not hard to get these shots. You just ride your horse around for long enough and you trip over a dozen such breathtaking vistas. I know I'm not really saying anything new here, but it does just make an impression on me, even all these years later, that Breath of the Wild, with its impressionistic cell shading and its soft lighting, is in some ways more beautiful than 2080 Ti ultra-realism. Kinda reminds me of Katsuhiro Otomo's Akira versus really anything by Miyazaki. In fact, there's a lot of Miyazaki in Breath of the Wild, come to think of it. Kinda makes me want to go watch Miyazaki now. Like, comment, and subscribe, support my sporadic depressed release cycle, blah blah blah. Hopefully I amuse you during our mutual quarantine. I mean, you are sheltered in place, right? Right?